Yo, what up? The topic for this video is why people I find these days are just too sensitive, man. It's just true. I feel like I just can't connect to people on an honest level these days anymore. It feels like I'm always walking on eggshells, where if I say something too offensive or like too in their face, they're just gonna fucking react or overreact, rather than just understanding and accepting the fact that another person can have another opinion. I feel like all opinions are valid until and unless they like incite violence or like are straight just wrong. Other than that, I feel like everything is fine. But is anything straight wrong? I don't think we live in a world that's like black or white, where there's either something that's 100% right or 100% wrong. Generally, if there is a fact, then I'm sure that it's 100% right and then there is 100% wrong. But other than that, when it comes to like general conversation these days, I feel like there is some gray areas which are like right and wrong, and people should accept the fact that there is a difference of opinions. We're coming to the topic where people are just too sensitive these days. I feel like people these days themselves are just scared to express themselves on an honest level, because they're afraid that how the other person will react, and if that reaction will cause harm to themselves, not just in the sense of like physical harm, but like over a long period of time, whether this can be used against them or just overall just wrong. And it's a pretty scary place. It's like PC culture and all that shit. I'm not that involved in PC culture and all that fucking jazz, but in general, man, I feel like if you're a person, if you're honest, even if you're fucking like a retard, then people will appreciate the fact that at least you're honest. And these days people are even scared to fucking like, let alone fucking speak, even fucking text. The other day I was in my fucking college group chat where we were making a project, and I asked them a simple question. There were 4 of us. We had the responsibility of making a project, and I asked them a simple question: had everyone read the case on which the project we were making on? One person replied. The other 2 people didn't even reply. It's like, have you fucking forgotten like basic decency? Have you fucking forgotten how to type or some shit? Like, are your fucking fingers broken? Like, when I send the message, I could see blue ticks. That means that they've read it. They're too fucking pussy to write yes or no. Like, if yes, then why are you scared? And if you haven't read it, then just be honest, man. You can read it later. It fucking pisses me off how fucking like irresponsible people have become these days. They just don't give a shit about anyone else, and they don't understand how the fucking world works. They live in their own fucking bubble, and refuse to let any sort of reality fucking seep through that bubble. It's, what the fuck? Like, fucking grow up, man. The world's a fucking beautiful place. If you just understand that beautiful also means that they have a lot of fucking negatives and shit shows going on, but you need to appreciate the shit shows. You have to be. Otherwise you're just living in a fucking utopian fantasy land in your fucking head, and once that fucking bubble bursts, you're gonna be fucking depressed, hooked on medication, and overall just a fucking loser. I don't want you to be there. I feel like it's just time to fucking nut up or shut up. If I have to be completely honest, this is how the real world works.